I might cut that out. That makes me sound like an asshole.
Well,
And
mine sounded like an asshole too. Like,
we'll cut both.
What did I say again?
We're two little angels that
Yeah,
would never do either of
exactly.
those things.
Yeah.
You told him to run out of there.
Oh, yeah. Rolling out of here. Oh, no. I always forget how to. And, like, I feel like your voice is better for it.
Hello, and welcome back. Well, now I'm self-conscious about my voice.
This is the Offive. Oh, I'm a nerd.
Thank you for joining us once again. The Offive podcast about The Office.
Are you still watching The Office? Because if you are, this is the podcast for you.
You're listening to NPR. No, you're listening to Nathan. That's my name.
And Addie. That's my name.
And this is a podcast where we go through all the episodes of The Office. If you're first joining us, first time, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Have a seat and let us talk to you about episode 12 from season 2, The Injury, aka My Grilled Foot.
Yes, My Grilled Foot, which was kind of a weird name that they wanted to name it, but then they were like, no one's going to watch this.
Because it's like my left foot.
Oh.
But whereas Daniel Day-Lewis was able to do a ton of things with a disability, a true disability in his left foot, Michael Scott is able to do no things with a not disability.
With a cooked foot.
Yeah.
Yes, The Injury. So for this episode and all of our episodes, we like to start off with a category called the Finer Things Club, where we talk about the things that we liked about The Office.
Well, first I like to do the Wikipedia.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, Wikipedia.
In the episode, Michael Scott accidentally burns his foot on his George Foreman grill, but insists on coming to work anyway. When none of his employees, except for Dwight Schrute, help him, Michael feels underappreciated. Meanwhile, Dwight starts acting strangely nice to everyone, especially Pam Beasley.
Because he has a concussion.
And as everyone knows, main symptoms of concussion, you get nice, you're really clever and funny, you know a lot about iPod knockoffs, still loyal, but you don't finish your sentences.
Yeah. That was weird.
Have you seen the handouts?
Yeah. You mean the handouts on concussions? When your friend has a concussion, who should you call?
Yeah, and who should say that's what she said? The person who usually says it or your friend with a concussion?
Probably the concussion.
Yeah, that's appropriate. Do you hear the train?
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
You hear the crickets?
Yeah.
That'll be great if one of our jokes doesn't land. Great Scott Productions and Trivia. This episode was written by our friend Mindy Kaling.
What's her favorite episode that she wrote?
Little Miss Kelly Kapoor. And it was directed by Brian Gordon, who had a big part in the show Party Down, which I really like.
I've never seen it. What's his name? Brian Gordon?
Brian Gordon. What a generic name.
Yeah, that is. That's such a frat boy name.
Totally. The Injury was originally conceived by Greg Daniels because he wanted a humorous follow-up to Booze Cruise, and who could blame him? Although Booze Cruise was also quite humorous.
Yeah, but this episode was kind of out of character. Like, some of the characters were acting kind of funky, well, Michael and Dwight. And I think in this point in the season, they really needed this, like, comedic relief.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that they put this after Booze Cruise, because
this one's
intense.
Yeah, this one's light.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a salad.
Yeah.
Like a funny salad.
Which is good, because I had a chicken fried steak for dinner.
Oh, you need a salad.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad to be watching this, especially after Booze Cruise.
Yes. And we don't talk about the critical reaction at the time usually, but for this one, it received acclaim.
Yeah, it was
widespread.
The highest rated episode at that time of The Office.
Fans say it's one of the greatest.
And
let's see what we say.
John Krasinski's favorite scene ever was being in the van.
Really?
Yeah, and in general, he said it was an honor to be part of that moment.
He's never been in a van before or since.
I know, and it's weird because that moment to me it felt so chaotic and not fun. So it's weird that I guess being behind the scenes and like getting to like spray Michael and Dwight
Maybe
in
he
the
just has
face.
a fetish for spraying.
Yeah, I know. It's like, why are you
Like any scene where he gets to spray people, he's down for.
Which
And
he
he's
got
like,
to a lot this episode.
He's not an adult film star, so he doesn't get to spray people as much as
That's true.
some people do.
That's true. But
or a clown.
I mean, I don't know if you've seen A Quiet Place, but I mean, again, with the spraying, it's like,
Oh, really? Does he like do any spit takes?
no, I don't. Not that I know of. I haven't seen the deleted scenes though.
Do you know in the Quiet Place, if you're just trying to, I know it's a dark, scary time, but if you're just always trying to crack up your friends, because then they'd get killed, right?
Yeah.
That'd be like the most dangerous game.
Yeah.
You'd have like a lot of reasons not to laugh, so it'd be kind of like, shut up, and you'd be like, woo-hoo-hoo, and then they'll be like, shh, and you're just like pantomiming. You're like becoming like a modern day Charlie Chaplin, aka a serial killer. Like, I'm not saying Charlie Chaplin was, but if you were as funny as Charlie Chaplin without talking in the reality of Quiet Place, you'd be like the most dangerous person.
That's good to keep in mind for when I'm like stuck in that alternate reality.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah, because then they're like annoying you and you're like, well, I can't just kill them because that might be noisy. But what if I make them laugh from a distance? Whoops. Tripped over banana peel.
Oh my God.
Like, I didn't see the movie, but I'm guessing that's how it went.
It is pretty much. You kind of got the whole plot.
Great. Scott.
Productions is over.
That's what that was. Now.
Yes. On to, well, I don't know the order of the segments that we do.
Next segment is the first segment we do each time, which is the Finer Things Club.
The Finer Things Club, where we talk about the things that we liked.
The exclusive moments that we've noticed.
Yes. So, I mean, right off the bat, I really liked the original call that Michael places to Pam, and puts it on speaker so everyone can hear him yelling. And then you just know that the episode is going to be, it's off to a great start.
Yeah, because these are the stakes.
Yeah.
Actually, the stakes get raised when Dwight gets a medical concussion.
Yes, exactly. And the stakes are actually just feet being grilled.
Medium rare.
Look pretty well done to me.
They didn't make any like grilling temperature jokes, did they?
No.
I guess it's low hanging fruit.
Yeah, but I mean, we will go for it.
It's like, to burn your foot, that's pretty rare on a grill.
Yeah.
Because you take it off so quickly.
That's rare. Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
like that. And then everyone's like, it's pretty funny. Anyway, I liked Dwight carrying all those aloe vera and creams when they walk in.
Oh, yeah.
He's so prepared.
Yeah.
Where do you think those came from? Do you think they stopped on the way, or does Michael just have those, or did Dwight have them in the car? They don't seem like very Dwight-ish.
Yeah, I feel like they stopped somewhere on the way because they had to get toilet paper anyway. So probably Walgreens or something.
Had to clean him up.
Yeah.
A little.
Oh, God. There's just so many things that Michael says in this episode that I wrote down God willing, because when he's like talking about like
yes.
like getting better, God willing. Country crock, like trying to rub butter on. I'm so sick of Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. What is up with that?
It's like, why would you ever say that about Charles Entertainment cheese?
Who could get sick of that?
Yeah, exactly. And on the cheese note, I loved when Toby and Ryan are eating cheese sticks and Ryan just is going for it, just eating it. And
that's a very Ryan thing to do.
It is.
Because I think pointed out before, Ryan, a lot of his character traits are saying no to childish things. He's not going to engage in the whimsy that is eating string cheese.
I know. And he's not going to, how do I put this? Oh, he's like kind of a rebel without a cause. Mm-hmm. So like anything like little like that he can kind of rebel against what the norms are, he's going to do it just to be cool.
Especially on a day like today where he's very put upon.
Yeah, exactly. And later on we'll be seeing him wearing a fedora, which is another act of rebellion.
Or suspenders or hipster glasses.
Yeah, who knows?
He's a little rebel. I really liked that Michael doesn't wear a tie in this episode. He looks so much better. Ties are the dumbest thing on earth unless it's like a skinny tie and you're wearing it out in the evening. Ties during the day are dumb.
I was actually listening to something on NPR about a study that was done about men who wear ties and like the blood circulation not getting to their head. And so there's this one CEO of a company who like hired an outside consulting, research company, and they came up with a conclusion like we're banning ties from the offices. And then they had somebody else, from, as NPR does, the opposite point of view.
Pro-tie.
Yeah, pro-tie guy from GQ. And he was like, well, if you're wearing a tie that's too tight, then obviously your shirt is the wrong size. It was like, because it's like actually that's what's cutting off your circulation.
When the shirts are too tight at the top.
And the tie shouldn't be that tight. So.
No, the tie should be loosened like a couple inches down, and you kind of tug on it, and then you like talk about how little respect you get.
Yeah, exactly.
You just look kind of like a little bit disheveled. And you're like, oh, like all day. Like, come into this meeting.
Yeah.
You're not doing very well at work. Oh, tell me.
Yeah, like right after that story on NPR, I like just Googled Mitch McConnell's neck and like was like, wow, how does he get it?
How does a tie even touch him without vomiting?
Okay, let's not alienate our Republican listeners.
Hey, Republican listeners. You're now alienated. Sorry if that alienates you or whatever.
Or whatever.
I really like the Prism Duro Sport, which cheap-ass Roy got Pam instead of an iPod.
Yeah.
I guess it's better than a sweater or something.
She should have just kept that iPod that she had.
But then she wouldn't have got the teapot. Yeah. Well, I think she could have gotten that for free later when her and Jim are married.
Yeah, true.
Well, they would still had to get it from Dwight somehow.
Yeah, they would have. When he had a concussion or something.
Michael has crutches already, too.
He just had those laying around just in case. I like how he's wearing sweatpants, too.
I like to think it was from one of his characters, and he chose to buy rather than rent, like, the sumo suits.
Oh, my God.
And now it's paying off.
And then he, like, brings in a whole sleeping bag that he just unzips, and he just sets up in the conference room.
He is having, like, a home sick day, but with the attention of the office. He doesn't want to be alone.
Yeah, that's the only reason that if you do have a foot injury like that, just stay home. Use your sick time.
Yeah, what's more severe, a foot